Views and opinions expressed are not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast.
Well, hello there, and welcome to this week's edition of the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. I'm John Engleman. Thank you so much for being here. This week, we are in downtown Rogers at Nola's Pantry, where we talk with owner Alicen Rumsey and her daughter Melanie Keller. But before we sit with them, food news. We are packed with food news today, and we started off with Monday's breaking news as Bienvenue, formerly Bistro 16 in downtown Springdale, announced their new home in Rogers. The announcement came on Monday from Theo's owner, Todd Martin, and Bienvenue owner and executive chef, Will Mock.
Really excited to announce today that we have worked with Chef Will Mock, and we are selling Theo's to him, as a matter of fact, effective today. And we're going to have our last dinner here after 14 years on Friday night. And then we'll close as Theo's, and Will's going to transition over and open as Bienvenue here, hopefully in a very few weeks.
We need to be open by August, or in August. So, hopefully everything goes right. We're going to do very minimal remodeling, and then we start in with the training and get our signs up, and away we go. So Bienvenue's big now. It's not.
It got some seats.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is this. I mean, really and truly, when we look at what's going on in Rogers and all the magnificent growth and everything, and it's really exciting for Rogers with all the dining experiences. The thing that excites me about it is Will's going to bring something that doesn't exist in Rogers today. It's going to be a very upscale European-inspired cuisine.
It's a bigger spot than his old one in downtown Springdale, which means he needs more people.
Yeah, we have a lot more staff to fill. We got to start hiring up because we expect a pretty good pop. So we're onboarding Theo staff, and then bringing a lot of my staff up here, and then we'll need even more on top of that. And so getting them in here, getting our menu cranked out, a couple few aesthetics, but it should be a pretty quick process, overall speaking. It's never an easy process, but I think we've got a real good head start with having this place already set up.
Closing Theo's involved a long list of thank yous.
Got to say thank you to the entire Benton County community, and especially Rogers. 14 years of Theo's, in the last 6 with Marty and I here. And, we came in at a very dark time in 2020, 6 years in tomorrow, as a matter of fact. 6 years that we acquired it, and they've been spectacular to us. Support's been great. It's just the next stage in the evolution of the restaurant business here. So this is going to have us focus more on our roots in Fayetteville. So we're going to continue with Theo's, of course, and Tusker's Tavern, Eastside Grill, Southern Food Company. We're really excited that today we're also adding the Leroy Sporting Lounge to our lineup of restaurants. So that's going to be a new thing for us down there. But we're going to focus in Fayetteville and, see some really great growth up here with Will at Bienvenue.
Now, did you hear what Todd slipped in there? It is new news, and his South by Northwest Hospitality Company will now operate the Leroy in Fayetteville.
The ownership continues with Ted Belden. Ted's been a longtime Fayetteville resident, and he's been tremendous about building Fayetteville and Fayetteville institutions a lot in the background. But, the Sporting Lounge, the Leroy was actually his initial vision of what he wanted to be able to do. And, it has now come into our care, so we're excited to partner with him to be able to help operate and manage that and try and build it into the best business we can.
Got to take a peek and eat at the new AQ Chicken House on Saturday in downtown Springdale, and they soft open today, Wednesday, July 1st at 10:30, with the grand opening taking place Saturday, July the 4th. While there, I had the fried chicken over the coals. Yes, those that have been around these parts for a super long time, they remember that from AQ. I don't, but I got to live it this weekend, and it's unlike any fried chicken I've ever had, and I will be back for more of it. Owners Gracie and Jacob Lively talk about reaching back for those recipes.
So it's changed over time. So what they did 80 years ago maybe wasn't what they were doing in 2023 when we bought it. And so we were really committed to going back to the very original recipes. So mainly the chicken over the coals and the cloverleaf rolls. It took us 18 months. Tom took 18 months to find the specific cloverleaf roll recipe. We had to call some people out of retirement to make sure we were doing it right. They're really difficult and expensive to make, and we're thankful that Stone Mill happy to partner with us because it's not an easy job to take on the AQ original roles. And then the chicken or the coals, Larry Mounts and Mark Henry were a godsend. They could walk in and just smell it and know, like, you didn't do this right, or that's wrong, or it's because it's this piece of equipment. They were in AQ for so long that they could just eyeball it and tell us immediately what we did wrong. So it was great to have them back.
This spot is already bringing back memories for folks.
One of the things that's so special about AQ and the culture here is the guests are a part of that. We have a lot of people who never got to experience the old AQ, but they got to experience Miss Jerry's daughter coming in, seeing Hi Hun on the hostess stand and start crying. That's culture. We had a couple drive up from Little Rock who thought we were open, telling all these stories to our wait staff. That's culture. And so we can't wait for people to get to feel that they're part of this resurrection of AQ. They're a part of the story as well. We're really excited about that.
It's been a busy week for the Dixieland Crossing shopping strip in Rogers as Big Biscuit opened on Monday. It's their second location in Northwest Arkansas, with the other being in Fayetteville. Big Biscuit's known for their biscuits and gravy, their sticky biscuit, and the bow nut. They also have classic breakfast platters as well. They are open every day from 6:30 to 2:30. Now, just across the parking lot, Tzatziki's opened yesterday. It's their third location in Northwest Arkansas, with the others in Fayetteville and Bentonville. They're known for their made-from-scratch Greek and Mediterranean dishes, including gyros and, of course, the tzatziki sauce. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, and Sunday, 11 to 8. Bite at the Ramble in downtown Fayetteville happens on Friday from 6 to 9. Your ticket will get you unlimited food and beverage tastings from 20 Fayetteville restaurants and breweries, along, of course, with live music, golf-themed activities, tournament giveaways, and more. If you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, you can see the list of restaurants and breweries, and they include ones like the new 1834 Tavern Lafayette, where we just ate at, and it is exceptional. Casa Alejo is going to be there, too, as they continue to build out their spot on Block Street. There's much, much more, too. For tickets, go to Bite NWA's social media. Last week, we told you about Vagabond Coffee soft opening in their brick and mortar in Sugar Creek Center in Bella Vista. On Sunday, they officially announced their grand opening day, and it's going to be happening on July 10th. Some of the details are still being hashed out, but they'll have their usual craft coffee and breakfast tacos, and there will be fresh baked cookies. There'll also be giveaways and much more. Follow Vagabond Coffee Bar on Instagram for more. Time to start mixing in some anniversaries, and the first one's a doozy. Happy 79th birthday to the Venetian Inn. Man, so many stories from that place. Tonytown, by the way, and I've said this before, some of my favorite history in Northwest Arkansas, and you can hear those stories from Flavors alums Jeff and Melissa Bowen from the podcast on February 19th of last year. Hey, let's talk Fayetteville beer, as it's the third anniversary for Mad Rooster Beer Company in South Fayetteville. They celebrated this past Sunday with a few new releases, tacos, and the start of their Mug Club memberships. Speaking of beer, of course, we all know that Fossil Cove will be adding a new production facility and tap room in South Fayetteville at 1221 South School Avenue in the old Dollar General. We have learned that the target date for opening will be in October. Make a note. Okay, swinging back to birthdays here, and happy 2 years to Gaskins on Emma, and what a 2 years it's been. Co-owner Lisa Provencio Jones put up an awesome tribute to their guests and staff on their social media. I mean, the stories about the issues they had before they opened their doors back then are just insane. And by the way, you can hear those on the Gaskins podcast from October 9th of 2024, back when our podcasts were audio only. In fact, you may hear those stories in a second. Speaking of Gaskins and Lisa, the Gaskins Trattoria on Holcomb, also downtown Springdale, is only a couple of 2-3 weeks away from being open. It'll be Italian food, which downtown Springdale obviously sorely needs. Plan accordingly and make reservations when they open, or you'll be eating at 9 o'clock at night. That's, of course, if they're open then. And some sad news today, as Mrs. Flavors and my second date ever was at Amelia's Kitchen, and it has closed after 23 years. In a social media post, owners Sarah Lusher and George Oyumjin said that they're 80, and issues with health meant that it's time for them to look ahead to what the next chapter of their lives has in store. Okay, well, I teased it. In today's Flavors Flashback, We go back to Gaskins, that episode there with Lisa, her husband Bert Jones, and executive chef Sam Walker. Here's a few issues they had when they were opening.
We didn't have a kitchen. We didn't have gas in a kitchen. We couldn't use our kitchen to train our staff.
Oh, no.
Until, 5 days before we opened?
5 days out, yeah. So we...
Oh, man.
I mean, the menu was written, everything, and we were testing recipes and making sure things tasted right. We had our neighbors down the street at Mothership. They were kind enough to let us use their space.
Awesome.
And thankfully, we made it happen, but it was... as far as wanting to pull the hair out, and there were certainly some days.
Yeah. Ooh. And then, so that's leading up to this 24 hours before?
Yeah.
We didn't have air conditioning. Seriously, 24 hours. The building supplied air conditioning for the dining rooms and the lounge.
Yeah, we had that temporary unit out back, that was pumping air through the vents.
It was just horrible. It was 90 degrees in here. And
that was the summer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, it was 90 degrees here in the building.
Oh.
And
the first place they got air actually was the kitchen. So you would go into the kitchen.
Would have to be.
We had all of our team meetings, like our going over the menu descriptions and all of that with the front of house, and all of that was held in the kitchen. So we just had everyone huddled up, and
But ironically, we couldn't cook in there, so it was air conditioned, but couldn't do anything.
Fair point.
So the building, we did our friends and family on a Sunday, our invitees only. And on that Saturday, there was a giant crane out back lifting a brand new air conditioning unit on top of the building. Oh. And we didn't know if we were going to have air. We didn't know if we were going to be able to open the next day. And we'd already sent out all these tons of emails.
Sure.
So just to give you perspective on this, we'd already changed our date several times.
Okay.
Because of the issues with the gas and because of the air conditioning. So Mike was in it with us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's like, if I get asked one more time when you guys are going to open, I'm going to kill somebody or whatever.
Right.
You know, it was just stressful. We were all on pins and needles.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want, it came down, like we were going to do originally this big, friends and family and just invite everybody we knew and blah, blah, blah. It came down to like, who can we contact at the last minute? Mm-hmm. And so I sent an email out to people, basically city people here in Springdale, like 6 o'clock at night on Friday. And I kept asking Mike, are you sure? Are you sure? Because the worst would be to have to call everybody and cancel, right? And you miss somebody and they show up or whatever.
Sure.
So he's like, we got this. We're going to make this happen. So the thing that they had to do was get the air conditioning. They rented a crane to lift it from the ground to this roof and hook it all up. And
did you guys watch?
Oh, we were here. Yeah, we were here.
Yeah, we were here.
But it was, in the story with the crane, those little small details. For them to get the truck up here at that point in time was like, it was just a complete, fingers crossed.
It wasn't even here, probably, right?
Correct. They had and this is right around the time, I believe, the tornadoes came through.
The Rogers tornado.
So all these cranes were helping, obviously, people that were... So the timing was kind of crazy. It was for it to work out the way that it did was they really had to pull some strings and try and help us out. So it worked out.
Alicen Rumsey started Nola's Pantry because of a hot sauce. Well, not really, but it prompted something in her, and she grew the idea further to open a specialty food store. That's not what it is now, but Alicen will explain that pivot. Speaking of that, if you look on their menu, you'll see the influence of Alicen's daughter, Melanie, who you'll also hear from. Finally, Alicen is a tweaker. No, not that kind. But she talks about the advantages and disadvantages of, the tweaking she's done. That and, of course, much, much more. That's coming up next right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas podcast. Well, the 4th of July is Saturday, and you know what that means. Burgers on the grill, fireworks in the sky, and a bar and coolers that need to be stocked up right. Whether you're hosting the whole neighborhood or just keeping it close to home, Macadoodles in Pineville and Guess Who in Bentonville have everything you need to make your 4th of July party the one that everyone's talking about. And here are a few things to get excited about. First, starting Thursday, popular bottles at both stores are going to be marked down to just $17.76, all the way through the end of the 4th. That's right, $17.76. And I'm told they'll be taking a bath on some of those bottles. And they'll go quickly, so don't wait around. Also, they're making it even easier to stock up big, because the bigger you buy, the more you save. That's right, special bundle pricing is coming for the holiday weekend. Want to know exactly what deals are headed your way? Keep your eyes on the Macadoodles Pineville and the Guess Who Bentonville Facebook pages. That's where they'll be dropping all the details on bundle pricing and holiday weekend specials. So don't wait until the last minute. Follow them on Facebook, plan your order, and get ready to celebrate in style. Macadoodles in Pineville, Guess Who in Bentonville. Your 4th of July starts there.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. Innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Hello.
They're already laughing. They're already laughing. Welcome back. We're at Nola's Pantry here in downtown Rogers, and we are with Alicen Rumsey. How are you?
I'm good. Doing
and
great.
her daughter, Melanie Keller.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Thanks for being here, both guys.
Yes.
I mean, I guess you
treat.
live here, so
I do.
yeah.
Yes.
So yes, special
Yes.
treat. You're in town.
Yep.
Visiting the folks, visiting mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Summer break, so got 2 weeks in
Nice.
Arkansas. Yeah.
Nice. And you're currently living in
Arizona, Tucson.
address? No, kidding. All right. We're just having a ball talking about everything here. I really want to get into your story, Alicen. What did you go to college? Well, we're here for it. What did you go to college for?
Well, that's a loaded question, but I ended up with an accounting degree.
Okay, all right. Which can be helpful in a job like this, right?
Very. I'm very thankful. Yeah, I was kind of pushed into it by my father. He was an interior designer, and I wanted to do that. I had a creative spirit and wanted to do something creative, but I also had a numbers brain. And he recognized that. So he wanted me to be practical.
There's also a responsibility angle there, right?
Right.
On the practical
well,
side?
Sure, yeah. I'd have a job no matter what. I mean, he lived that kind of roller coaster life, you know, where he had design jobs. He was a fabulous designer, did really well in Arizona. But he didn't want that life for me.
Yeah.
But I tried it. I do not have the personality to be an accountant. I cannot sit still. So I tried it for a couple years.
Listen, we've all had desk jobs.
Yeah.
And we know how that can be.
Yeah.
And if you're like me some of the time, and I've got probably people from a previous employer listening, sometimes you see that clock at about 4:57, and you're like, come on, hurry up, come on. Yeah. It's a little bit of that, and you certainly don't live that here.
No.
Except for when the doors close at a certain amount of time, and you're like, okay,
well,
we got 1 minute left. Oh, somebody's walking in. Somebody's walking in. No.
Now, the owner will serve that person.
Yes.
Everybody else will not.
I get that.
In my mind, I'm like, I'm never closing if there's somebody coming in.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
I get it.
But,
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Yep.
So that's your background. And how long were you, what did you do after accounting, actually?
Well, I did a lot of different things.
Okay.
Actually, in Arizona, I had a fabric store. So I did end up getting in. It was a decorative fabric store.
No way.
And so I did do
Sour
design
apple.
work.
What's that?
Sour apple fabrics.
Oh, nice.
It's a really weird name, but
It's memorable.
I had a
like it,
reason behind it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
memorable. That's what I wanted.
Oh,
So I did retail in Arizona, in Tucson.
Yeah.
And so when I came here, I wanted to do retail again, but I didn't want to do that kind of retail.
Sure.
I wanted something creative, but not that.
Gotcha.
One thing about design is you tend to work with just a certain kind of a group of people, and I wanted to work with everybody.
Oh, I see.
So food allows that, especially food that's reasonably priced that
Gotcha.
everybody can afford.
Yeah.
It was also limiting, right? Because you had to go with like the client's ideas, and you are
True.
You kind of like to go
I
on
have
your
my own ideas.
adventure.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
limiting. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I see
That's
that for
very
sure.
true. So I got into real estate a little bit.
Okay.
I kind of went in and out of accounting and bookkeeping,
Okay.
and I did have 1 year of restaurant experience at Neighbor's Mill.
Okay.
A couple of years before I came into this business.
Okay.
So I always call this my little Neighbor's Mill.
Okay. What is
So-
Neighbor's Mill?
So it started in Harrison, Arkansas.
Okay.
And it's a bakery, and they bake all their own bread and muffins and cinnamon rolls, but they have food just very similar to what we have: soups and sandwiches and salads.
Yeah.
And it was breakfast and lunch, just like us.
Nice.
But they baked all their bread, and so they actually franchised out and opened one at Pleasant Grove.
Oh, wow.
They're no longer there, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, lovely people. I saw them. They visited Nola's on Saturday. I got to
Nice.
see them.
That's
So I got to tell them, what do you think of my little Neighbor's Mill?
Yeah.
But it's basically like Nola's, but on a much larger scale.
Okay.
And they do have one in Springfield, Missouri as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. Really
I recommend it.
Yeah. When next time you're in Springfield.
Yeah.
So what got you to Arkansas?
So I was married to somebody else.
Okay.
Basically, he was going to lose his job unless we relocated.
Gotcha.
So because of this area just growing, it was
Yeah.
in pharmaceutical sales. It
Ooh.
wasn't Walmart. I was always asked, is it Walmart related? And
Yeah.
I said, no, it's just more about the growth.
Yeah.
And so we actually came in 2009.
Okay. Well, that's when I came,
Oh,
actually.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Been
it's
here since.
16 years now.
I
It's hard to
know,
believe.
right? Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it
Yeah.
at all. So you get the idea. So for those that don't know, Nola's wasn't originally what Nola's is now.
Right.
It was originally was a specialty food market.
Right.
Tell me about that and wanting to open that.
So I ended up getting divorced in 2016.
Okay.
And at that point, both my daughters, so they came out with me.
Okay.
They were in high school. They went to the university, both graduated, and then they both left. I ended up getting divorced. He left, so it was just little me standing here by myself.
Aw.
But I loved it here, and I
Yeah.
had a great community and outside, not main family, but a different kind of family, and
Sure.
so I stayed. So then I ended up meeting my husband, Bill, my current husband. And we got married in 2017.
Nice.
Or no, we met in 2017. We got married in 2018.
Okay.
I'm
All
getting
right.
old.
No.
And so one of the things that we had in common was we were foodies.
Okay.
We loved eating
Yeah.
out. We loved cooking. I've never found a recipe that I haven't changed up.
Good for you.
And so it was really our relationship that got us here.
Nice.
And my husband's a wonderful cook, and
Okay.
he would make these incredible meals, and I'd make a joke about, we'll put this on the menu, ha ha ha.
Right, yeah.
He was
But-
also like a chili champion at the
Yes,
firehouse, right?
So he's a
he-
retired fireman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, he has loads of trophies for
Chili
winning
cook-offs?
chili. Yeah, we actually had first. I don't think we did it this last year.
I don't think so,
But
but the
I think
last
the
2
3
years,
years we did a chili cook-off Super Bowl Sunday
Nice.
that weekend, like the Saturday before. So.
Like here locally?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was
Have you
fun.
guys traveled to do chili cook-offs?
No.
Okay. All right.
He could win though. I bet he could.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of chili during the summer, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's a winter
I actually
thing.
had a sign up on the wall about our chili being hot. What was it? Something like warning.
Oh, spicy.
Too
Yeah.
spicy, and I had to take it down because people were like, "Well, where's the chili?" I was like, "Oh, you don't always have it." So,
Well, there's
so
that.
that was
Yeah.
yeah. I always say when he joins us, if he ever does, then there will be chili on
Every
the
day.
menu.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's quite a process to make it, so it
I
has to
know.
be special.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta, it's like barbecue. You got to really plan ahead
Yeah,
for it. For
we could
sure.
call it Chili's or Us and just be chili, but we have
There
a
you
lot
go.
of other options
Yeah,
that we have
there
to
you go.
manage.
That's right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But Nola's, So it's called Nola's Pantry because it was based on being a specialty food market.
Yes.
Versus like Nola's Cafe would kind of make more sense of
Gotcha.
where we are now 4.5 years later.
So speaking of Nola,
Yeah.
tell us who Nola is.
Yeah, so Nola is my husband's mother. So
Okay.
it's my mother-in-law, but she's deceased.
Okay.
And so I never met her.
No.
When I met him, she was already gone.
Gotcha.
But I loved her name.
Yeah.
And I loved her son.
Sure.
And so I would always say, if we ever do something, I'm going to name it after your mom. So it doesn't have anything to do with New Orleans. It's
Yeah.
just a family name.
Yeah. So
But didn't she like teach him how to cook? And
Yes,
yeah,
so
she was a big part.
she was a single mom, a lot of his upbringing, and so she didn't have a lot of money, and so she was very creative with the meals that she made. But he has so many memories of these wonderful dishes that she made, and she was a very integral part of his
That's
background
awesome.
of cooking.
Oh, a great story.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So why specialty foods?
So the funny thing with that is that being from Arizona, we spent a lot of time in California in the summer. And Bill and I were out in California, Southern California, and we went to this farmer's market. And we found this hot sauce called Redbeards. And we were just blown away by it. It was just so good. And so I remember saying, how can we get that to Arkansas? Well, that was like the first thing that started us thinking about having a specialty food market so we could bring this hot sauce into Northwest Arkansas. And we still carry it, and we actually serve it with our meals. It's available on the table.
Nice.
We had it prepared.
We could be.
It's fine. It's fine. Say the
So
name.
that started
Redbeard.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was looking for a retail that was foodie related.
Okay.
And I wanted to. It just interests me.
Sure.
So
I
that's
get it.
how it started.
That's great. So you start with that. And by the way, how did you find this building?
So it's funny because the owner of Dotted Pig always teases me about it because we weren't quite sure about doing this, and I was just thinking about working part-time, and so I got a job with her, and they're just over on Walnut, block up. And so I was just working part-time, and I started getting to know the people downtown and just kind of the environment, and so
It's great downtown. It's a great downtown community, by the way.
yeah.
Oh,
so we
great.
just I don't think we'd want to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's just so it just fits us.
Yeah.
And so I just started looking around at buildings. And started thinking, well, maybe this would be a good place to do it. And the reason why she teases me is that when I interviewed, I told her I just wanted a part-time job. And then this happened. And so she just teases me about what happened to wanting a part-time job.
As well she should.
I should have stayed.
No.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Right?
Why didn't she warn you?
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
So the funny thing about this building is it was not pretty. It was a auto parts store.
Oh, wow.
And it needed some work. And so we heard about my realtor friend told me about it, and I was like, that building has no character. And she said, well, I think you should talk to the landlord and hear about what he's going to do, because we really changed it. We worked almost a year on the building before we opened.
So was and if for folks that don't know, the patio is truly encased, but it is outside, and it's really, it's one of those outside patios where you can go eat outside if it's stormy,
Right.
and you're good.
That's the best time.
Yeah.
When it's
Is
raining.
it really? Oh, I can
Well,
see
I
that.
love it. I love sitting out when it's raining,
Yeah.
and it's like you're outside, but you're not.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All you have to worry about is being a little humid and having your hair frizz up.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's all.
So that was the landlord's doing.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
that
I'm
wasn't
assuming that was
there.
part of the inside. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, great.
And
Super
I had
smart.
to decide whether I wanted it, because I was thinking, well, I won't be able to use that square footage all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and then I decided I had to have it.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
Because it really makes it. It's really makes
Absolutely.
it
People
cool.
love that they can bring their dogs too
Yes.
and just hang
see a
out
dog
there.
bowl over there, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
very dog friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love our dogs.
Got the puppy treats too.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you get this building, you set up. It's a specialty store. How'd that go?
Not so well.
I'm glad we can all
That's
laugh
how I
about it
always
right
say.
now, right?
Well, the one thing is that, so I have to give my husband Bill the credit.
Okay.
Because before we opened, I said, I want a kitchen because I want to make things with the items that I'm selling. It was kind of a try before you buy.
So were you thinking kind of grab and go also a little bit?
Yeah,
okay.
we talked about it being like a bodega where we had even produce and things like that, things that people could cook with.
Sure, yeah.
And so I put a little menu together, and that's where Melanie helped me. It was very small. I had very little seating, but the smart thing about Bill was that he told me you need to put the hood in the stove now. And I was like, I don't need it. I'm just making little stuff, Just
oh my
little.
gosh.
And he said, no, you're going to need it now because if things change and then you need it, it's going to be really hard to have to change that up.
Right.
So we did end up putting in a kitchen before we opened. It wasn't meant to do the quantity
the load
that we do now.
Yeah.
Didn't you find a lot of it, like you knew people who had a hood
so
too,
we
so
had
kind of just
we had
happened.
very little money.
Yeah.
I always say we scotch taped it together.
Yeah.
But just blessings came out of the sky for so many things. Yeah. We did a lot of what's the auction? Like all our furniture is from auctions, and
brilliant.
we spent very little money.
The church pews, those were amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing find.
Yeah.
So we just really scotch taped it together.
I was talking with a guy recently, and he said in his first job that he had, the dishwasher was a domestic dishwasher, so you had to wait 2 hours for it to go through the process to get dishes out. Oh, can you imagine in a place like this?
Well, we always say we want this dishwasher at home because it's done in 60 seconds. It's like, why don't we all have those at home?
I know. Well, who knows? I don't know. It would make things a lot easier.
It would. Too easy. Even a 3-compartment sink is easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Than how we do it at home.
Lady, one more time, say it again. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm making sure we're all in. We're gonna harmonize next time. That's what we're gonna do. So, tell me about putting together the specialty food shop, kind of during and coming out of COVID.
So that delayed us, of course, but and I was mad because I wanted to open up in November of 21.
Okay.
I really wanted the Christmas season.
Yeah.
And so when I was postponed, we opened in March of 22. I was not happy about it.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, COVID was over at that point.
Sure.
And so it never affected our business as far as the food, and it just affected us in getting open.
Well, and at that time, we just weren't sure what was next.
Right.
So you're it's a little bit more of a risk in your mind because it's not something we've all experienced.
Right. Yeah, we had no idea what it meant and what was going to happen. So, like I said, the only thing that happened is that we were delayed in opening, but it never affected our business.
It just gave us more time to
get ready,
make the space what you wanted. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, specialty shop, you're figuring out. I don't know that this is
not
gonna
working.
Be,
So the way I tell in the story is that.
Hang on, let me get comfortable. One story time here. Get my drink.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Settle in. Yeah. Well, I always say that the specialty food, not so much. The food, yes.
Okay.
So the retail section shrunk, and the menu grew, and the seating grew. So it's Nola's looks very different than where it started. Like I said, we've been massaging it the last 4.5 years. So now I'm at the point. I really like the retail aspect because I like the ambiance of it.
Sure.
So I've really figured out what sells and what's important to have.
You bet.
And so it's like 10%, and 90% food. But what I realized is that people want you to cook for them. I thought I had all these items that they would want to buy and go home and cook, and I thought I was gonna teach them how and send them on their way. And it was more like, no, we'd just rather you do this for us. And
it never tastes the same though.
It's true.
I try to recreate these sandwiches at home with the stuff from the pantry, and I'm like,
yeah. It's like when Mom made stuff for you.
Exactly.
It never tastes the same if you do it.
Well, it's like my mom and my mother-in-law now. My mother passed away a long time ago, but my mother-in-law now will ask, hey, what's the recipe for that? She's like, I just do a little this, a little that, a little this.
We measure with our heart.
Yeah.
I'm a lot like that. I have to stop myself because I have to train these guys how to make things.
Yes.
And when I say you just need a dash of this or a pinch of that, they look at me like, what?
Yeah.
So, that was hard. That was a hard transformation.
Yeah. Well, but you had a whole year of part-time restaurant.
Bakery.
Yeah, at this point, right?
That's right.
You were a pro.
That's right. Well, that's the thing is that when it switched from pantry retail into cafe, I had to figure out how to do that because
and it's
I
one of those
had
things,
no idea.
You don't know what you don't know, and you got to figure it out real quick because you're paying every month on the place already.
Right.
And
you have to make it work.
Right.
I could have said no. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be retail, and then I would have closed in 6 months.
And this would have been O'Reilly's Auto Parts again, right?
You do. I mean, you do have to go with what people want.
Yeah.
Otherwise you don't stay in business. So.
Well, and we'll talk about the food here in the next segment, but. Learning how to run a restaurant had to happen very quickly. What route did you take? How did you do that?
Just by figuring it out and people that came and went.
Okay.
I had the gentleman at the very beginning show up and wanted to work, and he taught me a lot of things that I would have eventually figured it out, but it was really nice to have that help. So
I think it was still a little bit before Chat GPT. How do I run a restaurant?
Right. Well, the one thing about me is I'm very organized, and I love processes and making things work efficiently.
Sure.
And so that was kind of in my wheelhouse.
That's great.
And so I just kind of had to translate it into this. But the kitchen is different. We have expanded it what we could. We had very limited space, and so, like I always say, everything went vertical because we didn't have the horizontal. So we just
especially storage in the back.
Yeah. If you go,
she's
to the
not
back,
talking about having the stove up high or the sink up high. Just storage.
Storage. That is right. Storage.
Yeah.
So we have a ladder back there. There's a lot of things you have to climb up the ladder to go get.
It's like one of those old libraries, You got the ladder, you got to slide to get books. That's right.
That's about how it is. We use every square footage that we have.
Have to. Yeah. That's great.
But it's at the point where it's really running very well.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So talk about getting fully staffed and staying fully staffed.
Well, I would like somebody to come help me with that.
You should see the look in her eyes when I ask her that. She's about to reach over and wring my neck.
Did I roll my eyes?
No, there was just almost pain.
The furrowed brow, I'm going to kill you look is what I just got. No, I'm kidding.
Well, the funny thing about that is that even with my idea with the kitchen and the food, I thought it was going to be me and another person, maybe two other people.
Yeah.
The idea of having, we have about 10 people on staff at a time, and we run about 5 during the day, unless it's Saturday. We need more people. But that was a rude awakening because I'm kind of the type of person that just likes to do it myself. And
same.
I think a lot of people are that way. Yeah. And so having to learn to teach and knowing that you needed the help and then, with this kind of industry, people just don't stay. And so it's very hard. It's hard when you lose somebody. I always feel like I'm just hit by a train. And then I get back up and I find somebody else. And a lovely gentleman told me, what's it?
And then train him again.
I know, the training. A lovely gentleman told me recently that you just have to look at it as like setting them free and then somebody else coming in that you can, give them life.
Yeah,
and
I think it's great.
You know, we're giving a lot of the people that we hire, it's their first job. It's a good place for that.
Absolutely.
You know, we're not that scary. I can be.
And the food's good.
I can be scary.
Yeah.
I always say, oh, I was so much nicer. I said, I'm really not mean, but I was so much nicer.
She was more relaxed.
Yeah.
A little more
yeah, I'm
relaxed,
like,
She's just
like a tied up
process oriented.
I am.
That's what it is.
Well, that helps, you
Yeah.
know, the fact that, and there's still some holes. In fact, Melanie's going to help me with that this week.
Nice.
There's places that need to be fine-tuned a little bit,
Sure.
you know, and so it made me realize that if people are going to be coming and going all the time, that the processes really need to be right there for them, you know, so the training is easy.
You bet.
And I've tried to, I want to simplify my menu. I keep saying I need to simplify, but the minute I try and take something off, somebody gets mad at me about it.
I'm telling you, I've had this conversation with other folks. They're like, we had to take something off, and we had to eventually put it back on.
Yeah.
And their answer was, you know, sometimes, you know, when you do that, we'll make it like a special, like 1 week, and then, or something like that the following week.
I always think about Cane's, you know. Cane's is so simple. Cane's chicken. So I think, how can it be more like Cane's? And I can't. I mean, I would have had to start that way.
Yeah.
I don't think that you can be there and then take it off. I think you
4
just
items
have
on the
to
menu.
Right.
That's it.
You just, like the chili idea, you
That's
know?
it.
It's just chili and that's it.
Nola's chili.
So I
Nola's chili bowl.
I don't think that you
Can
can't take off.
No.
You know, and I look at my reports every day and I see everything selling.
Yeah.
You know, there
It's great.
might not be 10 of everything, but everything is selling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
And then the creative bug gets us too.
Well,
and we're like,
yeah.
what if we added that?
Oh.
And then mom's like, no, I'm trying to simplify.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I say no.
Yeah.
Can't.
Absolutely not.
We do that with specials though. We do have specials. And,
that's great.
And I did just add 2 more items on my menu, so it's really hard. It's really hard for me to be simple, but they're selling, so
that's great.
They're winners.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, biggest lesson to this point, outside of staffing, biggest lesson to this point for you?
Going back to the simplifying and not tweaking.
Yeah.
I'm a tweaker, thinking it can be better. It can be better.
I think we're talking work related, not someone who's out on the street at 2 a.m. looking for $5, right?
That's right.
Sorry.
That's right. That's funny.
As you said that, I was like,
That might not.
maybe not the right way, but
that's funny.
Roundabout way. So sorry. Tweak on.
Can I tweak, please?
Yeah.
Well, I'm always trying to make things better.
Yeah.
And now I sometimes wish I would have just left certain things alone, especially on the menu. Not so much in the space, like with the retail, but just on the menu. Because somebody would say something, you know, or want it some way, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I should do it that way. And so then I changed it. And I wish going back, I would have just tried to leave a lot more alone.
Yeah. I get it.
Some tweaking is good.
I think so.
On the weekends.
4th of July is
I think
coming up.
about that now. I even said that to my husband. I should have just left that alone. And he just looks at me like, you think?
I was like, I of course, I never said anything about that. Like,
Thanks for your support.
Right. He's very, he's very good at keeping his mouth shut.
I get it. Oh, I get it.
I think men that are older have figured that out.
Wheeler, you call me? Okay, never mind. You guys ready to talk food?
Sure.
Let's talk food. We got that. We got the Mike Engleman Home Pro Tip of the Week, and that's next right here on the Flavors of Northwest Arkansas.
Let me show you something.
Connect with us at Flavors of Northwest Arkansas on Facebook and Instagram, or by email at flavorsofnwa@gmail.com.
Okay, welcome back. It's time for the Mike Engleman Home Pro Tip of the Week. And for that, we're going to Alicen. Ma'am, what is your tip?
So I'm pulling from my mother.
Okay.
So she made something for us that was called spaghetti bacon. And it's basically, what is it, carbonara?
Oh, nice.
Carbonara?
Yeah.
Carbonara. Yeah. But it's so easy. So all you do is you cook your bacon, and then you cook your pasta, and then you melt butter in the pan that you cooked your pasta, and then you have scrambled eggs, and you cook it in the butter and then you put the pasta in and you coat it, and then you put the bacon in, and then salt, pepper, and parsley, and mix it up.
Parmesan,
And
boom.
Parmesan, thank you.
Wow.
We had it like once a week growing up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
love spaghetti bacon. It's so easy, and it can be done really quick. And you usually have pasta, eggs, bacon,
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese, and butter.
Yeah. Oh, fill you up,
It's delicious.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Protein. Yeah.
Yep.
Protein's there. We'll be right back.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you can save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. Just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
So, Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates posted a few weeks ago that he had a kidney transplant. Got it from a living donor. I know I always ask you to get signed up and be an organ donor posthumously, of course. Well, not sign up posthumously, but donate organs once you pass away. You know what I mean. So, and that's, of course, at organdonor.gov. Organdonor.gov is where I always tell you to go. But if you know someone that wants to be a living donor for a kidney, everybody has 2. You need 1. I got one from a deceased donor. But here's what you do. If you have someone you're very close with, or you're just a saint and you want to qualify for sainthood and donate a kidney, go to kidney.org. That's the place to go. It'll show you exactly what steps you need to take, where you need to go get matched, and everything that goes along with it. You can survive very well off of 1 kidney. I'm doing it right now. Hundreds of thousands of others in this world are doing the same thing. So go to kidney.org if you want to be a living donor. Otherwise, outside of kidneys and deceased donating, we talk about it all the time. Organdonor.gov is the place to go. The health app on your iPhone, you can do it from there. And you can do it the old school way that I did it a million years ago. It's going to the DMV or the Department of Finance here and just tell them, put on your license, organ donor, and it's that simple. Kidney.org, organdonor.gov. Thanks as always. And we're back. Y'all ready to talk food?
Yes.
Let's get into
Fun.
it. So in putting this cafe together, tell me how you built out that first menu.
So a lot of it had to do with food that I liked.
Yeah.
I always say that my food is a little girly because it's all about me. There are some things that my husband has put on it.
Sure.
So he's got it, but
Would you want to open a place to cook stuff you don't like?
No. Well,
Okay.
that's why when people say what's good on the menu, I always say everything.
Everything.
Because if I didn't like it, it wouldn't be on the menu.
There you go. You're right. That's how it's done, for sure.
If Mom could survive on sandwiches
Yes.
every day, she
Yes,
would.
I love
I'm with you.
sandwiches.
And chips and a cookie.
Yeah.
Yes. And
That's
I
it.
used to they loved my sandwiches.
Yeah?
So I
Lake
made them.
Sammy's. That's what started it, actually, I feel like.
we
She
have the
made
Lake Sammy.
best.
Yep.
I don't know why it just tasted better on the lake, and then also if Mom made
Everything tastes better
it.
on the lake.
I know,
Yeah.
but especially her Sammy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. So the first, and you said it was a smaller menu.
Yes.
Tell
Yes.
me, what you hit?
Well, sandwiches.
Okay.
But there were fewer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we really didn't have a whole lot of breakfast stuff. I think we started with the avocado toast and
Yeah.
did we have I think we may have had the burrito.
Okay.
I don't know about the burrito, but the banana.
beginning?
The banana I remember was later, so it must have been the avocado toast. Yeah.
The banana. Oh, the
The
healthy
ban-
Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that being
That was later.
Yeah.
So a lot of times through our foodie escapades.
There you go.
We would find something, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh, I have to bring this back," and then I would twist it, make it our own, and
Or an
that's where
employee
the healthy
too. They're
Elvis.
just like, oh, what about this?
True.
You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna
You
have to stop.
to-
You're gonna have to stop traveling because you're running out of room in the kitchen.
Oh, I know, and on my menu.
That's right. I'm
Because
kidding.
we keep getting ideas,
Totally kidding.
but a lot of it. That's what Melanie and I were talking about. How when we were first opening up, we didn't really have a menu. Like I was talking to her about this conversation that we had on the phone about, well, now I have this. How should we do it? We were just kind of brainstorming.
Yeah.
So a lot of it
it was like
happened that way.
I'm going to have turkey and this kind of cheese, and then I have these jams and jellies.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, this would be good with this jam or jelly, and that's kind of how she brought the pantry together.
We had to,
Yeah.
we had to work with the items that we were selling,
Yeah.
and so that's
Sure.
where the roast beef, blue cheese with the fig jam, that was one of the originals.
All right.
And that one was from a hamburger place in Kansas City, and I wasn't doing hamburgers. I wasn't doing anything fried, so I was like, how can I create this and without a burger?
Yeah.
And that's when we thought, well, roast beef. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
And then we were like, what goes well with blue cheese? Ooh, arugula. And then we were like,
Sure.
oh, yum,
Yeah.
jam. Yeah.
Yeah, with
Nice.
the big jam.
Snowball.
And so we still sell that. But
Okay.
now we've created, I call them jammy Sammies.
Oh.
Because a lot of our sandwiches, or Sammies as we
Yeah,
call
right.
them,
They
thanks
were,
to her.
yeah.
another
Melism.
name.
Yeah.
Yep. They're Sammies. They're not sandwiches. Customers come in and say,
What's
a
a
Sammy? And
Yeah.
I say, ask Melanie.
There you go.
That was
let
her.
me dial her up real quick. She's in another state, but she'll tell you all about it. That's
We
great.
need like a dictionary here.
I know what
Isms.
these things
Yeah.
mean. Isms.
So was it just lunch then, or was it breakfast and lunch?
Yeah, we had a little breakfast, but
Okay.
the breakfast is really taking off. So
you
we
had
had
the
the
green eggs
burrito.
and ham.
Yes, we
right?
did. Yes.
I
Yeah, we
think
need to
that
talk
was-
about the green eggs.
Well, there's no time like the present.
That was one of the originals.
Yeah.
And it was called green eggs and ham.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that my husband and I love that we don't see a lot of is chorizo.
Oh, yeah.
And coming from the South, we ate a lot of chorizo.
Sure.
So we discovered this salsa verde, and we went to Dallas at the food show before we opened, and it was called green fudge. And so I wasn't going to call this green fudge.
It's my next band name, by the way.
That would kill.
So it's a fabulous salsa verde, and it has this recipe on the jar, and we still sell it here.
Nice.
Called green fudge, and it's an appetizer, but it's mostly cheese and eggs, and some, it's heavy on the cheese.
Okay.
So I thought, well, I want this for a breakfast item, so I flipped it and to where I use more eggs and less cheese.
Okay.
And then because I also have this saying that Nola's is a better way to eat. Thank you.
There you go.
Is I try to make it healthy. Like I try and make it flavorful, but I kind of sneak in ways that are a little healthier for you. So
Like a good mom should.
like a good mom should. And so I didn't want to do a quiche with a crust. I wanted a crustless quiche,
Okay.
just to say. I mean, they're to die for, right? Quiche, but I was trying to make it healthy. So it's basically a crustless quiche.
Okay.
And but we call it green eggs. And then the ham was the chorizo. So when the original thing on the menu was called green eggs and ham.
Well, you fooled so many people.
But I took the ham off because people were like, well, I don't like chorizo. I want bacon. And so, or I don't want
pork
it
shoulder,
at all.
right?
Yeah,
Didn't
we
you
had
have
pork
that?
shoulder for a while. So now it's just called green eggs. So getting back to not changing things, that was one of the things that I wish I had never changed because it's just fun.
Yeah. That's
But
awesome.
they're delicious, and we actually we use them. The green eggs you can get by itself, like a plate with toast. But we also make it into two different sandwiches. We repurpose it. So we have the hog brekkie sandwich, and we use the green eggs, and we use Deb's local hot pepper jelly with bacon. And then we have a sandwich bread it's a cornbread. It's kind of confusing for customers because it's a cornbread sandwich bread. And so it says on the menu it's on cornbread, but it's really a sandwich bread, but it's a jalapeno cornbread. It's delicious. Yeah. And
That's great.
then I had to go further, and I created it's called a little piggy, and it's a biscuit sandwich, and we use the green eggs with the pineapple pepper jelly and bacon.
Interesting.
So that was one of the originals.
What a flavor
and it's
profile.
Really, yeah. So
see how she just snowballs though, right? Like we have one
Absolutely.
idea. And
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
100%.
So, and then my husband came up with this fabulous gravy that has Asiago cheese and rosemary in it.
Is this the one that's in the biscuit and
Gravy.
biscuit
Biz. Yep. Explain that, Melanie. I
have no memory of this.
I blame her of that. What is a biz?
So
Maybe I was-
Bizkit
Yeah.
is the spelling of it. Lainey, please continue. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm just trying to brainstorm like where.
Limp
like,
Bizkit?
yeah.
The band?
Maybe the
Maybe?
band, but
Yeah.
or if it was Bill, I really
You blame it on Bill?
I
Why
can't
would Bill
claim
do that?
Biscuit. I don't know. Did somebody spell it wrong? And I was like, we're just gonna go with that.
I
we
think it
wouldn't
was you. I
spell
think it
wrong.
was all you.
Okay.
That's my
It
memory.
just sometimes I just like word vomit.
There you go.
It's like, we have something new.
You just pronounced my whole career right there.
Yeah.
Just nothing but word vomit, you know?
So we also have a pile-up that we use the gravy, and that was from California. There's a place that has a pile-up, and we were
Okay.
like, we need to create our own. And so that's really popular too. It has that fabulous gravy on it.
So tell people what a pileup is.
So it starts with a biscuit, and then we put our roasted brekkie potatoes, brekkie potatoes,
There it is.
and then scrambled eggs, and then smothered in the gravy, and then you have 2 slices of bacon on top.
I wouldn't eat for the rest of the day.
No.
I mean,
Well,
that
that-
would absolutely.
it would make me
sounds so
take a
good.
nap.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Well, and that's
It's
the
a
funny
good
thing is
sharing
that
plate too.
yes, it should be a good share, or for somebody just very hungry.
Yeah.
But so Bill, he doesn't really follow my healthy eating, and so I mean he tries. But so the
He
really
probably doesn't.
the really
When she's watching.
decadent.
Sorry, Bill.
Yeah.
I know we've never met, but sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
The decadent items like gravy,
yeah.
like I would never put gravy on my menu.
Yeah.
And so that was all Bill. But people love it.
Bless you, Bill. Well, keeping it with breakfast south of the border.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was original with the burrito,
Yeah.
and we still probably sell the most burritos in a given day,
Okay.
like on a Saturday.
So that's probably your most popular breakfast item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It started out with the chorizo burrito, and that's all we had. And then again, well, I want bacon, so yeah, we can do that.
She's tweaking again.
Well, and the other thing is, this is a good thing, is that we created the grain bowl, which is a healthier.
Oh, okay.
This is lunch. Now I'm jumping at lunch, but I'll come back. So we did these roasted veggies that we do here are on the grain bowl, and they're very tasty. And so we started adding them into the burrito.
Okay.
And so then now you can have chorizo, bacon, or the roasted veggies in your burrito.
Yummo.
But then, so this is how the menu expands, is that somebody comes in and says, well, I'm gluten-free, what do you have? So that rolled into the taco, because we can use a corn tortilla.
Yeah.
So it's basically the burrito into the taco, but then we make our homemade cowboy caviar. Do you know what that is?
Oh, of course. I'm from Texas.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we put some of that on so it's like the burrito, but then we put the cowboy caviar and then avocado and then our homemade jalapeno aioli, which is vegan and also very interesting to talk about if you're curious about that.
I am, in fact. How dare you stop talking about it? Keep going.
So one of the specialty items that I had in the retail was a jalapeno aioli.
Okay.
And I decided I wanted to make my own. And so I looked up, but it needed to be vegan because it's because of the grain bowl. But anyway, I won't go into that.
Oh, yeah.
So I discovered what we do is we roast edamame and garlic and jalapenos. So we roast that, and then we make it with tofu and spices. And, and olive oil.
Wow.
And so that's why it's vegan, because aiolis are mayo.
Sure.
And it's tasty.
Interesting.
It's also protein.
Yeah.
So that's another thing where I sneak in nutrition that is just flavor that you don't really know that you're getting.
Sure.
And then from the taco became the bowl, the brekkie bowl.
Yeah.
And then now we have the brekkie quesadilla. So
I have not heard
she
this.
didn't know about this.
Yeah, that was one of the two things
We have
that
breaking
I said.
news.
we have a brekkie quesadilla.
That's it.
So it's like it started with the burrito, and then
Yeah.
there's 4 items.
Okay. Awesome.
So that's south of the border.
All right.
Yeah.
This has me thinking about lunch and feeling about eating lighter.
Yes.
All this talk.
Yeah.
So let's start with the feeling lighter, and of course the hummus and veggies. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's
That gets back to eating better.
listen, I would be shocked if you didn't end each day almost at least out of hummus and veggies, because it's such a universal. I don't think I know anyone that doesn't like hummus and veggies.
Well, you'd be surprised.
No, well, maybe I'm wrong.
So so I do have, when you order a sandwich, we have 2 items that are included, a bag of chips or a German potato salad.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't make it in-house. We found this wonderful company in Kansas City that makes it, and it's fabulous.
Okay.
And I was just looking for something different that not everybody has.
Right.
And so we've kind of educated a lot of people in this area about what it is, and now they just love it. So we have that. But I wanted to have better choices if you're looking for a better choice.
Yeah.
So then we have different sides, like the hummus and veggies, the cowboy
Fruit cup.
caviar, and
Yeah.
the fruit cup.
Yeah.
And we have a really good fruit cup. We
Oh.
don't have a
Fruit.
bad. Yeah, no cantaloupe.
No honeydew and cantaloupe or anything
no,
like
no.
that.
People ask me, they're like, "Oh, what's in
With
it?"
with the
And
nice little corn syrup on the bottom that just kind of drifts through once you peel
Yeah.
the plastic off the
Yep.
top, and
Yeah, no.
with the grapes from 1934.
Oh yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. I
Yeah.
could have done that.
No, you couldn't
No,
have.
when they ask me what's in it, I say, "Trust me, this is the way a fruit cup should be."
There you go. Nice.
And it's nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
It's a surprise every time.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Cold Sammy's, the Chorturkin.
Yes.
That's the one I picked
The
out that I
Chorturkin.
wanted you to talk about.
Yes. So I always tease people that if they can't say it, they can't have it.
Sold.
No,
If you
so
can't spell it,
that's kind of a
that'd be
fun.
harder.
Well, that's true. That's a fun story. So again, pulling from sandwiches and things that I like, memories, experiences.
Ooh, is this a lake sandwich?
No,
No.
Oh,
the
okay.
lake sandwich didn't make it on the menu.
Son of
It
We
was a-
tried. It was a special.
It was a special, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just, you have to eat it on the lake, so it's, that's
Fair.
probably why.
I get it.
So
Sorry.
the Chair
continue.
Turkin's fun. It was one of the originals, and so I went to the University of Arizona in
Okay.
Tucson, and there was a deli there called the Sausage Deli.
Okay.
And they had a sandwich called the Susie Sorority, and they even
Oh.
said like it's embarrassing to say, but it's delicious or something.
Right,
like
right,
that.
right.
So what it was is it was turkey and Havarti
Mm-hmm.
and mayo and sprouts on just a light multi-grain. Loved it. Just
That's
my
great.
favorite sandwich.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring it here. But I didn't like sprouts. So I had to figure
Gotcha.
out what could I use instead.
Yeah.
So Grow NWA is a fabulous
Katie is a very good friend of
Yes.
mine.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
So
I adore me some
she's-
Katie Helms.
Yes, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were working with her, and I discovered pea shoots, which I love.
Yeah.
And so we put pea shoots on it instead of the sprouts.
Yeah.
And then going to the jams, we had the fig jam already.
Yeah.
And so this Divino, which is the brand that I use, and it's just fabulous, had a sour cherry jam. And so we
Yum.
were like, what do we do with that? Well, let's put it on the Chorturkin. So that's how that was born.
Yummo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's one of our best sellers.
I would assume so.
In fact, it's what I had for lunch today.
Is that what I walked
Yeah,
in on you?
yeah.
You're over there eating?
Yep.
Her mouth's
It's
full.
one
I'm
of
like,
my
hey, John.
favorites. Yeah.
She's like, I'm eating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Leave me
I'll walk
alone.
away.
Leave me alone. I'm cranky.
You're going to lose a finger if you stay here any longer. Okay, I'm gone. Bye.
That's
So-
my favorite, and the curry chicken salad is my second favorite.
By the way, that did look really, really good. Tell folks
Yeah.
about that real quick.
So that gets back to the chicken
Yeah.
that we were talking about off air.
Yeah.
It's very easy to make a chicken in a crock pot.
Mhm.
So we make our chickens in the crock pot. We actually use bone-in because I want that flavor in my broth.
Sure.
It'd be
Yeah.
easier to do it without, but we we do it anyway.
Yeah.
So we cook a chicken, and so the chicken in the chicken salad is fresh.
Yeah.
And it's just raisins, carrots, and curry and mayo.
Mm.
And I got that from the gas station over by Pinnacle.
Really?
The mall, yes.
Really?
Because I used to live over there in Shadow Valley when we first
Sure,
came,
yeah.
and that's where I discovered that.
No kidding.
So I was like, my chicken salad has to be curry because I just loved it.
That was great.
And so yeah, that's those two things are probably the.
How'd
the
you
things I eat
modify
the
it?
most.
I don't remember. It
You
was
mean
different.
I just figured it out?
Or I just remember you turned it into your own creation, though.
I don't think so. I think
That
I
one's
made it
pretty-
just like them.
Oh, okay.
I found a really good curry. I don't know if you've ever heard of Townsend Spice Company. They're in a little town called Melbourne, Arkansas.
Huh.
That's a fun story. yeah.
Interesting.
Well, so backing up a little bit, when I had the pantry, I was going to have all these spices. Like I was,
Sure.
I had gone to Kansas City at the farmers market down by the river,
Okay.
and I had all these bins of spices. And you
Yeah.
walk in, you get hit by it.
Sure.
So over there, I had this over that counter.
Oh, back there. Yeah.
It was a spice cabinet.
Oh, wow.
And
It's like
one of
big
my
jars.
first
Hmm.
one of my first ideas was that I was going to sell spices by the bulk, and I was going to teach people how to cook with these spices and do all this teaching and consulting.
Yeah.
And so the spice counter never got set up
Oh.
because when we opened, I thought I'd be making like 3 sandwiches a day for like 6 months. You know, like I had plenty of time.
Wah, wah.
Well, that didn't happen. Luckily, you know, if
Sure.
that, I'd probably be out of business if that happened.
Yeah.
But so that concept never happened.
Sure.
But anyway, we found Townsend Spice Company because I was sourcing these good spices.
Gotcha.
And so I found a really good curry from them because
Nice.
I found that they're not all created the same.
Fair.
They were out one time and I bought it from somebody else.
Yeah.
And it was hot. You know, mine's pretty mild. It's not.
Okay.
It's not overwhelming.
I've had some melt your face off before, and
Yeah.
I'm not a huge spice guy. Everyone
Yeah.
knows this, and if it's a little spice, I can handle it. But if it's one of those, if you're eating Thai food and you're with someone, I'll do 5.
Yeah.
The number 5. I'm
Yeah.
like,
No, I'm a 2. I'm a 2 for sure.
I'm a 2 if I'm adventurous.
Whoa.
I know.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Eating with my baby spoon.
I like the curry, but I don't like it too hot. I just
No.
like the
flavoring.
The flavoring.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So, Hot Sammy's. I saw Reuben on there.
Yeah, we
I'm
have a great Reuben.
I'm a little bit of a Reuben degenerate
So one of the
type.
things that people
Yeah.
say is, why don't you grill it like a grilled cheese?
Mm-hmm.
And it's because the butter adds a lot of calories.
Sure.
And so, and I always say I can grill it, but we don't on a regular basis just
Yeah.
because I find it calories that you can save and doesn't make that big of a difference.
Sure.
So our Reuben is not grilled. The bread is toasted.
Okay.
Which is a little different. But what's really unique is we have our own goo, which
I'm sorry. You have your own what?
Goo.
I thought that's what I thought you said.
Reuben goo.
Goo.
And I got this from a young kid that worked for me, gave me this idea. And so we basically make Thousand Island dressing, and then we put sauerkraut into it. So we mix it, and it becomes a goo.
Okay.
And so we heat the corned beef on the flat top.
Okay.
And then we turn it, and then we put the goo on with the Swiss cheese on top.
Yummo.
And I've been told it's one of the best. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So is that the biggest hot sandwich seller? I'm sorry, hot Sammy seller. Hot
no,
Sammy.
Our turkey
Get with
pesto is the height.
Which one did you say?
Turkey pesto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah.
So that's turkey heated on the flat top
Yeah.
with Havarti cheese again, and then pesto, tomato, mayo, arugula. We
Yep.
love arugula here.
Sure.
On just country white bread.
Okay.
That's
Sounds
toasted
great.
again.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the other thing is being next to the bakery. I get
Oh,
asked
yeah.
a lot, why don't you use her sourdough? And her sourdough is so fabulous, but it's kind of a standalone. You know, the breads that I pick for our sandwiches, I don't want it to be overpowering.
Sure.
Yeah. And a lot of my sandwiches, everything is flowing out of the bread. Like I don't like when there's too much bread, and it's also not that good for us to have too much bread.
Sure.
And so I call my breads quiet
You have quiet breads?
I do. I have quiet breads because I don't want them to be the center of attention. I want the ingredients to be the center of attention.
I get it. I get it.
Good. So that's for all of you that wonder why I don't use.
She also can't make it. Like, it's just not sustainable.
True.
Because she can't make enough for you.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah. No.
But I did used to sell her bread. It's fabulous. And for a while we had it as an option to upgrade too. Mm-hmm. But
But now she's our next door neighbor, so
there you go.
Yeah. I just found that I like the quiet breads.
The quiet breads. That's funny. Got it. Feeling salad. Nola's original salad. Tell me about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
So a lot of my creations have to do with color. I love
color,
and that's my design background. Everything has to be pretty.
Yeah.
And so the ingredients that are in it, it's something that I like. Again, I like pickled things. I love anything pickled.
Sure.
So the Nola's has yellow banana peppers. Okay. So we've got yellow. They've got our homemade pickled onions. So I've got pink.
Okay.
And then it's chicken and feta cheese. I love feta cheese. Mm-hmm. And then carrots, tomato, and cucumber.
Okay.
And so
taste the rainbow.
Thank you for that. I mean, it's basically the salad that I make for myself.
Okay.
And so I decided that I would put it on the menu. And it's just very pretty.
Very fresh.
And it's very tasty.
Yeah.
That fresh. Also, we didn't have salads at the beginning, really.
No.
But then we needed, like, summer options, like summer specials. And so we just whipped up a couple. Oh, and then it became, like, let's put a sandwich on a salad. So instead of the bread, you just have the sandwich.
Like the roast beef blue cheese we made into a salad.
Yeah. How about that? Mm-hmm. Well, very cool. Very cool.
The funny thing is that, so we had the prep station in the front, and we didn't have the second prep station until probably a year into it, where we had to rearrange the whole back and everything. So the back is the healthy station with the salads and the
green bowl
and the green. Yeah, it's all the healthy stuff, and we don't get as much action down back there.
Okay.
Everybody wants the more decadent.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
But hey, if you do, that's where we make like the veggies and hummus, and you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Drinks.
Yes.
The coffees.
Yes. That's a funny story.
I'm here for it.
So I don't drink coffee.
Oh, you not?
Never have. I'm a Diet Coke junkie.
Okay.
Always will be.
So healthy. That's the least healthy thing she does.
Coffee for me is tap the vein, put it straight in, let's go. Good morning to you.
So you're a tweaker.
You're waiting for that.
You suck. Guilty.
Had to do it.
You did. You just nailed me to the wall on that one.
Good one. You little brat.
All right. So you've got all the coffees. I see the coffee list up there.
I do have the coffee. So I don't know anything about coffee. I don't want to know anything about coffee. So when
missing out.
That's what I'm told. So when I opened, I had Onyx in the corner and I had Java Dudes just up the way. So I was like, I don't need coffee. You know, you can go get your coffee. But I did have drip coffee, and I partnered with Java Dudes right away, and we've always been with them the whole time.
Yeah.
And so then I started getting complaints about wanting, you know, lattes and more interesting
all the
things.
Yeah.
Yes. So then I thought, well, maybe I need to add it. So luckily, Java Dudes, being the great guys that they are, they had a machine that they lent to me and said, if you carry our coffee, we'll let you use this. So that's how we got our espresso machine. They're very expensive.
Yeah.
And
they are.
Yeah. And so ever since, so I worry about it because, you know, as a chef, you want to try your products and make sure it's okay. It's not something I want to try.
So you're trying to find coffee drinkers to try it.
Well, true. And I do have enough staff that they create it. I have a gal on staff. Her name's Aspen. She's very creative, and
awesome.
And she helps with that.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
she made our Beatles playlist of
coffee, really
coffee
fun
drinks.
How about that?
Our
coffee drinks.
flavors of the season. They're all Beatle named, and she's very creative.
That's cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
She's very intelligent. She's very young, and we think she's going to be the first woman president of the United States.
There you go.
That's my prediction.
That's your prediction. I'm assuming that's your hope.
Well, she just runs this place. She's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
For as young as she is,
that's great.
Yeah.
So also smoothies, by the way, for those that don't know.
So we have
big
very
smoothie
good
thing.
smoothies.
What's your favorite? What's the big one?
The Nola's Original is my favorite.
Okay.
Again, it's the yin and yang with me and my husband because I want all the healthy stuff and he doesn't. So the Nola's is more like a meal. It's got walnuts and spinach, and we use a date for a sweetener.
Oh, wow.
So we don't use anything artificial.
Yeah.
It's like you make it at home.
Yeah.
Like a lot of our food. A lot of our food is just stuff that you would make at home.
Sure.
But better quality. Too, a lot of times.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, I do afford
like
super high quality stuff.
Yeah,
at my house.
I do. I do like high quality.
Yeah.
Well, I always say if you're going to eat it, it should be good. That's how it is with dessert. If you're going to eat cake, it better be good.
Yeah.
So we just use everything frozen fruit. The one problem with it is it takes us a while. We don't get it done really fast.
Sure.
Because it's kind of intricate.
Kind of process intensive.
But if you want a good tasting smoothie, we've got them.
There you go.
I'd say the other one, other than the Nola's, is probably the triple berry. It's the best seller, and it's got raspberry, blueberry, and strawberries.
Yum.
And we do use honey in that.
Ooh.
But we
what
don't.
about the peanut butter?
That one's good. Yeah, we have a peanut butter cup.
Oh.
And if you put a shot of espresso in it, it's really good.
How would you know?
I have tasted.
Up high. Come on.
Busted.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I have tasted it.
Have you?
But
Okay.
you don't want to see me on coffee. I have one sip and I'm like flying.
Yeah,
So.
I'm going to take your word.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your word. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, you see the energy and I can see why she couldn't be an accountant.
You also have beer and adult drinks. Tell me about that spectrum.
So that's interesting. So when we first opened, my husband wanted a kegerator. That was his pride and joy.
Sure.
Now, when we first opened, it was more lunch and kind of dinner, like early dinner.
Okay.
Like just we had like Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, right?
That probably morphed into that.
Okay,
But yeah, when we first started, it was more like 10 to 6,
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
because it was more retail.
Gotcha.
And then we discovered that sandwiches don't really translate well for dinner, and but that's kind of where the beer came in, because breakfast and lunch, not a whole lot of alcohol sales other than Saturday.
Yeah.
So over the years we've tried, like even on our window it says local craft beers, because it was the same thing, specialty food market, we're going to have craft beers. The one I love the most is Greenhouse Ale Works. They're
great.
Awesome.
They're
They're
great.
the best beer in my opinion.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of fading away. In fact, I was thinking about maybe not renewing my license this year, but I did decide that I am going to hang out for another year for those mimosa drinkers that I think would really tar and feather me if I got rid of them. I've got some great customers that come here on Saturday for a lot of times for our biscuits and gravy, and they want their mimosas. So,
that makes sense.
So we've kind of dwindled it down to just a little bit of beer and mimosas.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No more kegerator.
No more kegerator.
Oh, so that's right. So we sold it because the coffee took
It didn't
over.
end up at your house with. Come on, he was so excited.
How
it's the funniest story too, because I told him, I said, again with the limited space, I said, I can't really have, and it was a big one, it wasn't like a 2 pour. It was
took
a 6.
half that.
Yeah, it was
The
a
whole
whole
backside,
coffee
yeah.
station.
So you didn't elevate it and put it up top and try to climb
Now
the ladder to
I
pour a
didn't
beer and then
think
come
of
back
that.
down.
Can you
Spill half the beer on your way down.
Can you
It'd be
imagine?
fun to load that keg, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Can you imagine the discussion?
Boo.
Honey,
That's right.
I have an idea, honey. I think we need to get rid of the kegerator.
That's
and then I
right.
was like, you're like, don't kill me. And he said, okay, yeah.
Wow.
What a guy.
He didn't say to bring it home?
No,
Oh, okay.
which I am surprised.
Yeah.
I'm
How did
surprised
that
he didn't go there. And it was funny, too, because we put it on Marketplace. We sold it right away.
I'm
And
sure.
this guy, he had a new, man cave and with a pool table and it
Gotta
went
have it.
there and I wasn't there when he came to pick it up, but my husband told me that he was like a kid in a candy store
Yeah.
picking
Oh, I'm
that
sure.
thing up.
Oh,
It
I'm
made
sure.
him so happy.
It's just made his month.
Yeah.
Picking that thing
Made
up.
his life, man.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
But basically we turned it into a coffee station, which is much more profitable.
Sure.
We sell a lot of lattes.
Yeah.
And mocktails. Or no?
Yeah,
Well,
the mocktails we've always had, but haven't really done. We added those because Pink House Alchemy, the syrups down in Fayetteville.
You bet.
We basically had their recipes, and I don't know if it's just. I think we just don't promote them enough because they're really good.
Yeah.
And we've
Love them.
had those from the start, but they've never really been that big of a seller.
Gotcha.
Some of it could be marketing, like
Yeah.
people knowing.
No,
Sometimes when you have too many options, it's overwhelming.
I get it. And
But we still have them because we have the syrup. 'Cause
well,
we use
you've,
the syrup in our coffees too, so we use their products.
you've got that accounting degree, just to take it and get out there and
Crunch
market
those
it.
numbers.
And that's right. That's right. Crunch it
That's right.
down.
That's the thing. I have a new gal that was making a smoothie today, and she was doing every little bit of ingredients, you
Yeah.
know. And I came over and I said, so, being precise is really important, but speed is important too. Because this guy's waiting.
Yeah.
But we don't have all day to make this.
Right.
And so I was kind of teaching her a lesson of
Sure.
you kind of have to find that medium.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the comments I said is time is money.
Sure it
chop,
is.
chop.
Chop, chop. Chop,
Nobody
chop.
thinks about that but me. It's
Yeah.
like time is money.
I get it. Boy,
Yeah.
I get it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Look, my restaurant past was all about speed because it was on a college campus.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, at least part of it was. And, we were the bar and grill right across the street from the stadium. This is at OU, Oklahoma.
Oh.
And on game days,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
my
probably got
gosh.
hammered.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just crazy, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But, if you were good and you had that internal clock, you could make 3 months rent on that day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, just
Well, what
crack
I
it.
was teaching her is you have to have that feel.
Yeah.
If we need a quarter cup of walnuts in the smoothie,
Mm-hmm.
feel it in your hand
Oh, that's right,
to
yeah.
where you can just grab it and
You
throw
bet.
it in versus finding the,
In your
so-
gloved hand. I'd like to.
In your
yeah,
gloved
and
hand.
oh, thank you for that.
Yes.
And she was so cute because she was like, "Well, I thought you'd get mad at me if it
Aw.
wasn't just perfect, you
Yeah.
know." And so it was a good lesson.
Good.
It's like, yeah, you got to find that happy medium in the middle.
Yeah.
We want it to be precise
Mhm.
and consistent, but we also have to have it fast and out the door.
Sure,
So.
sure. Well, guys, thank you. This has been a
Yeah,
blast. This has been
it's
fun.
fun. Yeah.
How can folks find you both in person and online?
So we do have a website.
Okay.
It's nolaspantry.com.
Okay.
And then we are downtown Rogers at the corner of Chestnut and First Street.
There you go.
It's just a block north of the main street.
Okay.
And currently we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 to 3.
So your Sundays and Mondays you're gunning for Sunday and Monday,
Yeah,
aren't you?
well, we were open on Monday for a long time.
Yeah.
And it was good because nobody is down here.
Yeah.
But just staffing
Sure.
didn't make it possible.
Sure.
So I did make the decision to cut the Monday out, and I do like my 2 days off.
Yeah.
Sunday would be a great day to be open. But since my husband works full time and I work Saturdays, we'd never have a day together.
Yeah.
So that's just a decision that we made.
think it's great. I
to
think
be
you should have
closed
2
on
days
Sunday.
off. Yeah.
So yeah, we started that in January of this year, where I think so. It was supposed to just be winter hours, and then I promised all these people that I was going to open on Monday in the summer, and then I'm like, I can't. So
nice.
We're just going to stick to that. It works.
Sounds great. And you guys are on all the social medias?
Yep.
I was going to say, yeah. Nola's Pantry, Rogers, I think, or downtown DTR.
I don't know. You did all that.
That was so long, so many moons ago.
So before she started teaching, she did all my social media.
Okay.
So there was a really good social media presence at
Mom,
the beginning.
here are all the passwords. Have fun.
Yeah. Well, and then she went to work full time, and I said, well, I'll do it, and it never happened. So we don't have a very good following or presence right now.
Yeah. Everyone follow Nola's Pantry.
Nola's Pantry _DTR
is
on
Facebook or
Instagram.
Instagram.
Nola's Pantry, just Facebook.
And one other shout out.
TikTok?
We need to.
No TikTok. We're not cool
enough.
enough.
That's right.
For that.
We're not cool enough. One other shout out, if I can, is Kay, the letter K Bakes NWA. She does my cakes for me.
Okay.
And she is on social media, and she is fabulous.
Say it one more time.
K Bakes NWA.
Okay, just one word.
Like not KAY. K.
Yeah, the letter K.
Her name
Bakes
is
NWA.
K, but it's just K. So I call her my baker elf because she comes in twice a week at night because she has a full-time job, and she bakes me cakes. And her cakes, I mean, talk about ruining you forever.
Ooh.
You will not be able to have anybody else's cakes once you have hers. So I believe we have the best cakes around.
Outstanding.
That's what she means when she says, if you're going to have a cake, it better be good. You know,
Right.
if you're going to have a slice
You
of
have a cake.
Yeah.
A K Bakes NWA cake.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, yeah,
cheating,
that's a
make it
really
good.
special treat. And I know that one day she'll have to grow up and fly away. But for right now, we're so happy to have her.
That's great, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's been
thank
fun.
you. Yeah.
Flavors of Northwest Arkansas is on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you next week.
You're cool.
Tip your servers. Bye.